We're going to talk a little bit briefly about the history of emergency medical services in Fredericksburg. So we're going to talk about where we started way back when and where we've come to today. The beginning of the 20th century and the early 1900s, emergency first aid, as it was called then, the predecessor to emergency medical services, was handled in Fredericksburg like most areas of Virginia by medical doctors visiting homes or transport to the closest hospital by a funeral home, hearse, or ambulance. And that all changed in 1939 when William H. Carper, the city engineer, along with an assistance from an enthusiastic group of people from the Fredericksburg Kiwanis Club, formed the all-volunteer Fredericksburg Rescue Squad. It was one of the first dozen rescue squads in the world and in the United States. Chartered and operational in 1940, the Rescue Squad provided first aid and emergency transportation to all those who lived, traveled, or worked in Fredericksburg and to much of the northern and central portions of Virginia. As one of the first dozen units, the Rescue Squad was a great benefit to Fredericksburg. For the next 50 years, the Fredericksburg Rescue Squad was the prime provider of first aid and emergency medical services to Fredericksburg and the surrounding area. The service was provided by all volunteers 24/7, 365. As the greater Fredericksburg area grew over the years and additional rescue squads were formed, the service area decreased, but the call volume remained the same or increased in the smaller area. Trying to recruit and retain members, especially to answer daytime calls, was extremely difficult. Being proactive, the rescue squad approached the city of Fredericksburg in 1989 about providing personnel to supplement the volunteers for weekday responses. The city, in turn, looked to the fire department to make this endeavor work. The firefighters in the fire department were already emergency medical technicians, and some of them had advanced life support training. So the fire department began responding to assist the rescue squad off of their suppression pieces, their engines and ladders, to upgrade them to ALS if necessary, and to provide advanced life support care in conjunction with the rescue squad. But in order to make this a full-time endeavor, the fire department needed more personnel. So in 1990, the fire department hired 4 people as EMTs and quickly put them through advanced life support training, and they became the original career EMS staff. These folks worked from 5A to 6P Monday through Friday weekdays, but they were divided into 2 crews. One crew worked from 5A to 1 p.m., the other crew worked from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., so they only overlapped about 3 hours. They worked with the rescue squad equipment and out of the rescue squad building. They worked in conjunction with those people from the rescue squad that could still respond to daylight calls. As the years progressed, the need for more coverage during the daylight became obvious, and it was apparent that we needed to add more personnel. So the fire department added more personnel, and we went to a 13-hour workday where both crews worked from 5 in the morning until 6 at night, Monday through Friday. Each person worked a 3-day period in that 5-day swing. Later, the personnel working out of the squad building were moved to the fire stations to provide a little bit better supervision over them and command and control. During the whole period, the rescue squad continued to provide its staffing at nights and weekends, as we only covered during the daylight hours. With mileage and wear and tear increasing on the squad's vehicles, the fire department purchased their first ambulance with assistance from the Office of EMS in 2005. And we continue to this day purchasing ambulances as needed for the fire department and also for the volunteer rescue squad. With an ever-increasing workload for both the career and volunteer units, the rescue squad again approached the fire department about developing a plan to provide additional resources so the city could be staffed 24/7 with advanced life support units. The fire department developed a plan to hire additional personnel, and with the support of the rescue squad, presented the plan to city management and the city council in 2014. As funding and the future budgets allowed, more personnel were hired, and on January 1st, 2016, the first 24-hour ALS ambulance was placed in service out of Fire Station 2. The rescue squad continued to provide its support as best they could with their personnel and provides a great measure of service in the 80 years that they've been in existence. And we were fortunate with additional budgetary work done this year and more personnel hired. On August 10th, 2019, the city was able to provide enough funding and personnel to staff our second unit 24/7, 365 out of Fire Station 1. As we look to the future, to partnering with our Friends in the Rescue Squad, the Fire Department and Rescue Squad can and will deliver the best emergency medical services possible to the citizens of Fredericksburg. We're extremely proud of our career providers and our volunteer staff that work in conjunction together to do this job each and every day. They show compassion to all our patients in a fast-paced environment and using state-of-the-art technology. I hope you'll recognize them for the work that they do and as they reach into the future to do a better job in providing emergency medical care. Thank you.